My name is Jez, I'm one of the presenters here at UCB. We are at the 6th year of the Big Church Day Out. It's 2014 and I'm joined by the organiser, Mr. Timm Jupp. How's it going, Tim? Are you okay?
It's been amazing. I mean, today the sun's shining, so everybody's got a smile on their face. It's brilliant.
And I don't think we've let the weather get in the way anyway. As Worship Central were leading last night, we had a great time, and Tim Hughes was saying we're not going to let the rain bother us, and people just went for it.
It was amazing. I mean, I walked back around the back of the arena thinking there might be a few miserable people up there struggling with the weather. It's a little bit damp, but everybody's really entering into worship.
Definitely.
Incredible. Yeah.
So we've got the tea tent over here, which is why you can probably hear a little bit of noise in the background. We've got the UCB stage, we've got the main stage. The sun is shining, there's worship happening all over the site. Is that part of what your vision was, just to see a huge sense of worship?
Worship, but really the whole sense of the family coming together.
Yes.
So the biggest thing for us is that we have an event that's inclusive to everyone. And I think that's what you see at the Big Church Day. So you see all ages come together, you know, the tiny little babies, young people, young families, older people. I met a lady today, she's 90 years old and she's driven from Bath on her own to be here for both days. Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely amazing. And so we've got all that going on, and then we've got all the denominations, all the different expressions of church here, all together, and that's just kind of what makes the Big Church Day Out what it is. And
there's such a diverse range of music as well, isn't there, in terms of genre?
Absolutely. So you mentioned the whole worship thing, that's really our heart.
Yeah. So
we have a lot of fun, and you know, there's a bit of rock and roll, there's a bit of bluegrass this year, all sorts of different types of music, but we always end up together in the main arena at the main stage both nights with a huge moment, everyone's there, and it's a real worship thing. So we're not about who's the biggest band, we're not about having headliners or anything like that. We're about really coming together and, you know, letting the presence of Jesus be the thing that really touches people.
Definitely. We heard yesterday from Pete on the main stage about the number of people who've been getting in touch and saying things like, last year I came with 13 Christians and left with 14, and people's lives being turned around. And I think every Christian there must have been a real sense of, that's amazing, that's what this is all about. Have you heard any especially special stories of people getting in touch saying, thank you so much for the Big Church Day Out?
Well, we know now that people are bringing friends with them from all over, and I think that's really what's happened with the event the last couple of years, and they're the kind of stories that are coming in. And you know, I brought my husband, he's never come to church with me, he won't come, you know, through the door of a church, he came to the Big Church Day Out. Now he's become a Christian, you know, and we're doing walking our, you know, journey of faith together, and they're the kind of stories we're hearing a lot of. And I just think the event, you know, we've worked hard at trying to make it just as great as we could, and people feel really confident just to bring friends, and that's what we're really, you know, finding and really loving about what's going on here.
And not only are we seeing lives turned around in terms of people meeting Jesus and finding hope for their hopeless situations, but we're also looking to support various important issues that need to be addressed by the church, which is really, really exciting. What, for you, are, I guess, further targets for you for Big Church Day? How would you like to see things get bigger and better as each year rolls on?
Well, I think as the event grows more and more, I think one of the stories probably yet to be told is the fact that, you know, so often in the mainstream, in the media, we hear a lot of bad news stories about the church. And you know, you'd be forgiven for thinking that the church is dying out, we're on our last legs, and, you know, it sounds like it's all doom and gloom. But of course we know the church is really very much alive, and that's where I think as the event grows, it will kind of start to tell a different story to people outside. It's like, well, I thought church was, you know, on its last legs, and here you are with thousands and thousands of people. Not only is that a lot of people, but the fact that all the different expressions of church can come together, because people think we don't get on together. But I mean, look what's going on here. It's just incredible.
That's so good. Tim, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks,
it's been
Jez.
a pleasure chatting with you.
Brilliant.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Great, thank you.